What's up, YouTube? Good morning. Mark Anthony with Not Your Father's Capital. And today I want to talk a little bit about the Fed, this bear market as we approach a crypto winter, and my thoughts moving forward with this downturn and seeing how regulation may play a role in the months moving forward. And also offer a more positive sentiment with the global crypto scale compared to what we kind of hear on the day-to-day news, and kind of give some light in such periods of doom and gloom and fear. So if you have not done so, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop your comments down below. It does mean a lot to a growing YouTube community. But let's get down to it, right? So as I said, Jay Powell made some statements about how a crypto winter could provide regulators more time to analyze this cryptocurrency regulation whole powwow that they're having behind closed doors right now, and kind of shed some light on maybe how they're looking to stall into these periods of interest rate hikes and other external factors that are causing crypto and other volatile markets to move one way or the other. Right now, I think we're just kind of in a holding pattern where we're seeing this stalemate in Washington, because all of his statements that have came from crypto are just centralized around stablecoins. That seems to be the number one concern for them, such as UST, those algorithmic stablecoins that have had such an effect on people's lives. And I think their number one goal, outside of some of the skeptics involved, a lot of people think they just want to make money and tax this thing, right? They just want to regulate it so they can make money off of taxes, which is probably true. And in periods of inflation, that's what the government needs most, is tax dollars, tax revenue coming in. However, I really do believe that there is a part of Washington and politics that want to just keep investors healthy and not have too many negative pitfalls in these, once these retail investors come into crypto more and more. Because as we point out in earlier videos, and in kind of, you guys are probably fully aware of seeing from other content being put out there, the percentage of retail investors being seen is not even close to where we need to be for having widespread adoption when it comes to crypto on a global macro scale, right? So I think that's just the safety and security of how Washington is approaching crypto is something that needs to be brought up more and more so than they just want to see, they want to take a toy away from all of us, if you will. So just because it's not this traditional stock market. So want to point out some quotes before we get down into some actual data, where I'm going to give some insight onto why I am kind of following the bulls when it comes to crypto at these levels that we're at right now. However, this is the point where I wanted to say that they just want to appropriately regulate stablecoins, right? The unsuccessful attempt to adopt legislature on stablecoins this summer is basically this holding pattern that we're talking about that's coming up in Congress and whatnot, and just basically how the government, the rumors of they want to come up with basically like a US dollar stablecoin. They want to be at the forefront of the digital technology when it comes to being in charge of this stablecoin as their own currency, right? So they just want to, maybe regulate and do away with the USDCs, the USDTs, and so on and so forth. But basically, they're just stalling, all right? And this is the thing that I think everybody can stick their teeth into and really take home from this article and from these thoughts that come out from Jay Powell, is we are in a huge bear market. We're all aware of it. We're all suffering through it. There is no real reality that we have to compare to. So these data points are few and far between when it comes to tracking crypto movements alongside of traditional broader markets. However, when we look at this crypto market that we went through, and as we are currently going to get more and more into with these interest rate hikes and all these external factors that are impacting us, right? It says it right here. There is no significant effect on the broader banking system and financial stability, right? So that is the cog. That is what crypto is we are trying to be DeFi, away from the central banking system, okay? We do not want to run in tandem as we are now. This is institutional manipulation that is going on, that has been going on since the start of crypto. It's just kind of like everybody's saying they're doing it, they believe in it, they're living it. But when it comes down to hedge funds and all these big wheels and whales and stuff, this is the manipulation on a macro scale that really needs to be overrun with retail adoption. And when that happens, then we can really see some actual DeFi, some decentralization from the central banking system. And that's when I think we become a threat to actually be a true hedge on inflation. But that's just kind of some positive that, we are in this holding pattern. So as we see more and more talk on all the news outlets about interest rate hikes, and we watch the videos and we see the news and all the analysts, oh, interest rates coming, it's coming, and they keep hiking, basis point after basis point. This is just kind of a more general sense of, in terms of people not wanting their cash, there is no real effect crypto's having other than people just want to be cash heavy and not into these volatile assets in high periods of fear and volatility. So with that being said, I want to just give us some positive outlook and kind of take home some key things when it comes to these levels that we were at, because we are seeing some bulls at 20,000 when it comes to Bitcoin. All right. Back when it was up into the 60s, we were looking at some very naysayers when it comes to being, some bearish individuals that called, oh, Bitcoin could never, ever go below 20,000. I heard them face-to-face conversations with people that says Bitcoin is stable now. We just will go up from here regardless. Those are the maxis when they come out of the woodwork. And they don't believe in any other crypto outside of Bitcoin. However, it's important to note that all cryptos rise and fall with Bitcoin. It has been this way since the start of time, since cryptocurrency has been established, and it is that way today. So I just want to point out this level of 20,000, we see this resistance, and you can see these red troughs, and this is the last 3 months of trading, okay? So this is the price action from the last 3 months, and you can see how brief these red troughs are below this 20,000 level. So not myself, but I definitely do see a market and opportunities when you can look at swing trading some of these assets that do move highly volatile around this level that's been identified at 20,000, because you can definitely see the broader jump when sentiments start to change and we get outside of this red. Okay, so I can highly guarantee these red troughs that we see correlate with times where Washington has came out publicly and made announcements about interest rates being hiked, or some kind of external factor or stimulus that is driving this chart into the red when it comes to that 20,000 level. Okay, so I just want to point that out, and I'm just that it is a good thing that Bitcoin is holding at that $20,000 resistance when it comes to their price, just due to all the whales that come right back in and buy it up right at 20,000. Okay, so that's something to take forward into this chart as we look at the global cryptocurrency market cap. Okay, this is everything put together, clumped in, and seen right here on this chart. Okay, so you can go back into because what we're looking at is all the analysts and everybody is talking about how crypto is back at $1 trillion market cap. Okay, we talked about early widespread adoption being seen, and how we're not even close to that being a thing right now across the globe, and it's true. So you just kind of have to look down the line, 10 years vision, right? 5-year plan, whatever you want to call it. This is extremely early. We can look back at 2018 right here. Boom. You can see the global cryptocurrency market cap is exactly a touch below where we are at right now. So take away all the bull runs in the fall of 2020 into the spring 2021, when you can just see, boom, all the way up almost to $2.5 trillion, just below the all-time high of $3 trillion total cryptocurrency market cap, right? So as we stand right now, a touch below, just entering that $1 trillion total market cap level. We are still about $100 billion higher when you encompass all cryptos than we were in 2018. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's just because there's more cryptocurrency, there's more coins, there's more people in it. So, you're going to see a higher volume of dollars that are in crypto. Well, that's true. But it is important to note that when you're looking at any kind of market, including stocks, if you're down from 2018 to 2022 in a 4-year period, if you're down, there is no growth, okay? So trading essentially flat over a 4-year period in a bear market, in heavy times of inflation, in times of heavy political external catalysts such as Russia, the pandemic, the whole, Donald Trump versus Joe Biden saga, so on and so forth. It is kind of positive just to see, hey, I'm not down, I'm not up, I'm still back where I was in 2018. So moving forward, you definitely want to take a macro approach and zoom out and say to yourself, could we really be at the bottom? This is where I look at to see this could be the bottom, this could be it, and if we do go on another bull run, especially if things in Washington change from a leader and a maybe get some more red into Congress, that will definitely, I think, spark a catalyst when it comes to assets such as this, because there are a lot of people in Washington in high-ranking positions that I think they enjoyed themselves more during this time period in 2020, 2021. In this area of the chart, not so much here or here. Okay, so please let me know your thoughts on all this. A lot to take in, but Bitcoin bulls coming in at 20,000. That's a positive note as we move forward into more basis point hikes down the road. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next.